In the quiet village of Ravenbrook, nestled deep within the dense, ancient forests of Transylvania, a legend whispered through the misty nights. It was a tale that sent shivers down the spines of even the bravest souls, a tale of Dracula and the young lady who would unwittingly cross his path. The story began on a moonless night when the wind howled like a mournful ghost through the towering pines. Emma, a young and adventurous woman, had arrived in Ravenbrook to document the village's history for her research project. She was a scholar with an insatiable curiosity for the unknown. Emma's arrival had stirred the curiosity of the villagers, who warned her to avoid the dark castle that loomed on the outskirts of the village. They spoke of Count Dracula, a man who had lived for centuries, feeding on the blood of the living. Emma dismissed their tales as mere superstition and pressed on with her work. As days turned into weeks, Emma's investigations led her to the castle's doorstep. It stood in eerie silence, its ancient stones holding secrets that stretched back through the ages. With each step, the air grew colder, and the shadows seemed to deepen. Inside the castle, Emma's lantern cast eerie flickering light on forgotten paintings of long-dead nobility. She felt as though the eyes in those portraits followed her every move. Deeper into the castle she ventured, until she reached the heart of darkness, a crypt with an ornate, cobweb-covered coffin. As Emma approached the coffin, a chill crept down her spine, and a voice echoed in her mind, a voice as ancient as time itself. "Welcome, dear Emma," it whispered. She turned to see a man, tall and pale, with eyes as dark as the abyss. It was Count Dracula, his presence exuding an otherworldly charisma. Emma was paralyzed with fear, but also inexplicably drawn to him. Dracula told her his story, of centuries spent in solitude and longing for companionship. He spoke of his curse, his need for blood to sustain his immortal existence. Emma, her heart filled with a strange mixture of dread and pity, found herself unable to resist his hypnotic gaze. As the nights passed, Emma and Dracula grew closer, their connection intensifying. She was torn between her fear of the monster he was said to be and the genuine loneliness she sensed in him. Dracula, in turn, was tormented by his insatiable hunger for her blood and the desire to keep her by his side. The villagers, sensing Emma's absence, ventured to the castle one fateful night, armed with stakes and crosses. They burst into the crypt, but Emma shielded Dracula, her love for him overriding her fear. The villagers hesitated, torn between their duty and the sight of their young lady defending the very creature they feared. In the end, it was a tragic tale of love and sacrifice. Emma, unable to escape Dracula's allure, willingly became a vampire to be with him forever. The villagers, unable to harm the young lady they had known since childhood, left Ravenbrook, never to return. The castle, once shrouded in darkness, now stood as a beacon in the night, two immortal souls bound by an eternal love that defied death itself. And the legend of Dracula and the young lady would continue to haunt the misty nights of Ravenbrook, a chilling reminder that some stories are better left untold.